Meet Elena. She is 26 years old and just received an offer that most people would call the pinnacle of success: $100,000 yearly. In this moment, she feels like she has finally won the game of life, achieving a milestone that her parents only dreamed of reaching after decades. She steps out into the bustling heart of the city, dressed in a sharp navy blazer, feeling like the world is finally opening its doors to her. With a high-priced latte in hand and a prestigious badge around her neck, she embodies the modern image of a successful, high-earning intellectual professional. Everything looks perfect on the surface. But behind this veneer of luxury, a brutal economic reality is waiting to dismantle her sense of security and wealth. Welcome to the era of the high-earning poor. We are entering a world where $100,000 is becoming the new baseline for struggle. Elena is about to discover that her massive income is being hollowed out by a system designed to keep her running faster just to stay still. In today's economy, the old metrics of success are broken. A six-figure income is no longer a ticket to the upper class, but a survival wage. She is experiencing what economists call elite precarity. She looks rich to the outside world, but her bank account tells a very different story every month. The trap of success is subtle. It offers you the lifestyle of the elite, while simultaneously stripping away your ability to actually build long-term wealth. Let's break down the math. Let's see where the money actually goes and why Elena is becoming poorer despite her impressive six-figure annual paycheck. Don't look at the gross number on your contract. Look at the net. After federal, state, and local taxes, $25,000 vanishes instantly. The government takes its share before you even see the money. Your $100,000 is now $75,000, and we haven't even started talking about expenses yet. Then comes the mandatory cost of being an adult. Health insurance premiums and retirement contributions eat another $900 every single month of the year. Now you are left with $64,000. In a major city, this is where the real pressure begins to crush your dreams of financial freedom. She lives in a shoebox. A basic one-bedroom apartment in a safe neighborhood now costs $2,500 a month, or $30,000 a year. Compare this to just 15 years ago. The same salary used to buy a house with a yard. Now it barely covers a cramped studio apartment. Inflation is the silent thief. Basic necessities like food and utilities have surged, leaving Elena with less disposable income than a mid-level worker decades ago. This isn't poor management. It's a mathematical tragedy. The system has been calibrated to extract maximum value from your high-status labor, while returning very little. She realized that half of her income is gone before she even pays for a single meal. The math simply does not add up for her. Every transaction feels like a betrayal. Every bill is a reminder that her six-figure status is nothing more than an accounting illusion for the bank. While salaries for the intellectual class have stayed relatively stagnant, the cost of the pillars of middle-class life has exploded beyond any reasonable reach. She is part of a generation that is overeducated and under-resourced. They have the titles and the degrees, but none of the traditional financial security. The city is a machine that runs on the ambition of people like Elena. It lures them with high salaries and then consumes every penny back. She is earning six figures, but she is living paycheck to paycheck. This is the new reality for the modern, urban, intellectual class of today. When the math is finished, there is nothing left for savings. Her wealth is a ghost, appearing on paper, but vanishing in the real world. To earn that 100,000, Elena had to buy an expensive ticket, a master's degree. Now she carries $80,000 in student loan debt. Every month, another $800 is siphoned away to pay for her past. She is working today to pay for the education of yesterday. They call it an investment in yourself. But when the interest rates are higher than your salary growth, it starts to feel like a life sentence. She is trapped in a golden cage. The high-paying job requires the degree, and the degree requires the job just to keep the debt serviced. And then there is the image. To maintain her status, she feels forced to drive a car that costs more than her first year of college. The car isn't just transportation. It's a high-interest loan with leather seats. It's another weight added to the sinking ship of her monthly budget. She is running in a wheel of prestige. The more she earns, the more she is expected to spend to prove that she belongs there. The cost of maintaining a professional life dry cleaning, networking, appropriate clothing, is a hidden tax on her already depleted six-figure annual income. This is the paradox of the modern intellectual. You are too rich for assistance, but too poor to actually own your own life or time. Everyone in this elevator is likely earning six figures, and almost everyone in this elevator is one missed paycheck away from a total disaster. The high salary is a trap that keeps the door shut. It's hard to walk away from $100,000, even if it's killing you.
They seem so serene,
the internet is full
simple.
of gurus telling you to stop buying lattes to get rich. They want you to believe your poverty is your fault. This is a ridiculous math theater. Cutting out a $7 coffee won't fix a housing market that has outpaced your salary by 10 times. Saving $150 a month on coffee is nothing when the price of a home increases by $200,000. The scale is completely wrong. Focusing on small expenses is a distraction from the massive, systemic failures that are actually draining your long-term wealth. She followed the advice. She cut the frivolous spending. But she still feels no closer to the financial freedom she was promised in school. It's a satirical performance. The system blames your morning caffeine for your inability to afford a roof over your head in a broken economy. The coffee isn't the problem. The problem is that the entry fee to a middle-class life has been raised to an impossible, astronomical level today. The goalposts are moving. Every time you reach a new salary milestone, the cost of the life you want moves another mile further away. $100,000 today has the purchasing power that $40,000 had just 20 years ago. You are holding a fading currency. The word success has been redefined by debt and inflation. Elena is realizing that the numbers on her screen are lying to her heart. She is a high earner in a low opportunity world. The prestige of her salary is a ghost of a past that no longer exists for us. In 1990, six figures meant luxury. In 2005, it meant comfort. In 2024, in a major city, it often means just getting by every month. She is on the hedonic treadmill. As her income rose, the baseline for survival rose with it, leaving her with zero net gain in freedom. The faster she runs, the faster the world moves. She is exhausted, yet she hasn't moved a single inch forward on her path to wealth. This is the survival wage for the modern professional. It's enough to keep you showing up to work, but never enough to let you leave. The rules of the game were changed without an announcement. The old path to prosperity has been paved over with high-interest debt and inflated costs. It is not your fault that you feel behind. You are playing a game where the house has rigged the odds against your very survival. The illusion of the six-figure salary is finally breaking. We are seeing the birth of a new class, the highly compensated but asset-poor modern worker. They had less money but more security. They had lower salaries but higher margins. They were truly wealthier in the ways that actually matter. Time is the ultimate currency, and the current economic system is designed to trade your time for a number that loses value every year. She is trying to grow a future in a desert of inflation. Her efforts are noble, but the environment is hostile to her financial growth. The American dream of a six-figure income has become a beautiful but hollow sunset. It looks nice from a distance, but it's disappearing. She is tired of the performance. She is tired of being rich and poor at the same time. She needs a new way out. The solution isn't to earn more, it's to increase your margin. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what you actually need. Wealth is not found in the gross income line of your contract. Wealth is found in the freedom that your margin provides you daily. If your income goes up, but your lifestyle costs rise faster, you are not getting richer. You are just becoming a more expensive slave. Elena decides to stop playing the status game. She trades the leather-seated liability for a simple, reliable car that doesn't own her soul. She moves to a neighborhood where the rent doesn't consume half her life. She is trading prestige for peace of mind and real security. Suddenly, her $90,000 salary with a $30,000 expense profile makes her wealthier than she ever was at $100,000 with no margin. The peace of a growing savings account is more valuable than the thrill of a high-status paycheck that vanishes into thin air every month. She has reclaimed her identity from her income. She is no longer defined by a number, but by the options she now has in life. She says no to the more that costs too much. She understands that more money at the cost of more time is a bad trade. Choose the path of margin. Don't let the system lure you into a life where you are perpetually working to fund a lifestyle you're too busy to enjoy. Real wealth is the ability to wake up and say, I can do whatever I want today. That is the only six-figure dream worth chasing. If you are feeling burnt out and broke despite your high income, remember, it's not your failure. It's the result of a broken economic map. It is your responsibility to stop following that map. It is your job to build your own territory based on reality, not on vanity numbers. Focus on the margin, and the freedom will follow. Stop chasing the illusion of the six-figure salary and start building a life you own. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to be free. Don't let the numbers fool you. Reclaim your margin and reclaim your life today.